You guys, welcome to another episode of What's Your Issue? My name is Troy McEady.
And I'm Dara Laine. Hi, Troy.
Dara Laine. Whenever I say your name, I always think of the way that Tangina used to say Carol Ann in Poltergeist. Like, I can hear Tangina being like, Carol Ann, Carol Ann, Dara Laine. How are you?
I love that. I'm alive. In these
Did you get your hair cut?
Yeah, no. It's does it look shorter?
It looks more face framed. It looks really good.
Thank you so much. If y'all want to see what my hair looks like, you can watch us on Spotify.
It's worth it.
What have you been up to this week?
Not a whole lot. I was just telling Dara about how there are just like certain things that happen in pop culture where I know that it will mean a lot of people are maybe going to ask me to talk about it on a podcast. And the Next Top Model doc just came out. And in the past 2 days, I've recorded 4 podcasts about it from other people's shows.
That's too many podcasts.
Unfortunately, I don't run out of things to say about Top Model. Like, fully, I was like completely engaged each time.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful mind you have.
Yeah.
I feel like the most interested I am right now about America's Next Top Model is that Molly from Southern Charm was on it, realizing
she was
having that revelation.
Yeah, she was. I'm deep in the sauce, unfortunately.
I don't know. Let's just get into it because I have nothing personal or interesting to report. I don't know.
No, I'm actually so excited to ask you today, Dara.
I'm excited to answer what I think you're gonna ask. I think.
Let me breathe. I want to make sure I get it in the right. Me. Dara, what's your issue?
Well, Troy, I'm thrilled to report that my issue today is O Magazine from September 2009 with cover girl Oprah.
And it's a good cover.
It's a good cover. I mean, of course, if those of you at home are not familiar with O Magazine, the Oprah magazine, every single cover is Oprah. Which I love, that sort of self-love and commitment.
Well, it's really crazy because they really did some like extremely themed photo shoots. Like, it wasn't like each week she was just like, in this one it's just her face. It's like a pretty simple, this picture could have been from like any time, any place.
Yeah.
But sometimes they would go crazy. Like, her afro cover is so iconic. And
oh yeah,
there's some ones that are like nuts.
They had one cover that wasn't Oprah, didn't they? And who was it?
Was it Ellen?
No, I feel like it was maybe Michelle Obama or something.
Oh, okay,
and
that would make sense.
This is a huge deal in Oprah history.
That would make sense. Yeah, but Oprah has a real like, there's such a distinct style, the way she likes to be shot. Like,
oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna send you this Oprah.
Oprah.
I'm gonna send you Oprah's this is a list of her favorite covers of herself.
Do send.
And there's such a streamlined style.
Yeah, let me see this bitch. And by bitch, I mean article, not Oprah. Because even though she could be considered problematic, she is not a bitch to me in my heart.
She's still mother.
She's still mother. Mothers can be problematic. Trust me, I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like the covers are so and the way she likes to be shot and lit, it's very presidential. You know, it all feels very like this is a politician or something. Like a first lady or a president.
Yes.
She has a very particular way that she likes to be lit. And the colors, like the saturation.
Yeah, she I remember this being like a really big deal on her show, but Oprah is like obsessed with lighting. Because it is really hard to light black people and
Yeah.
make them not look washed out or like gray. Um, and ironically, and I know this from the Oprah show, the lighting that they use to light black people makes white people also look better. So that's why the Oprah show was always like really noted for its lighting. It always made people look really, really good because they just had the best lighting, and it
Yeah,
transcends to the magazine too.
yeah, her skin just always looks so perfectly smooth and warm, golden shade of brown.
And like naturally highlighted, like the way
Mhm,
that it hits her
mhm.
cheekbones, and it's pretty crazy. I always think about that. And then I know Ellen's show used Oprah's lighting, and people always looked good on Ellen's show too. Like they just look good.
And if I'm thinking of The View, I wonder what The View did, because I feel like I always remember The View not having necessarily great lighting, but
Hmm.
just looking like it had Vaseline on the
Yeah,
lens,
yeah, for
which
sure.
is which is interesting. And honestly, I do not begrudge. Um, so Troy, we're huge Oprah heads. We've said
Hmm.
many, many times
Hmm.
that in another life, in another world, if we had more access to the entire Oprah vault, we would love to have an Oprah podcast.
Yeah, if we could get those tapes.
Oh, there's so many in the vault that we will never ever see, and it is, my God, if once it's in the Oprah vault, you are not finding it.
No,
Um,
and that sucks.
I know. And she's so particular about what she allows out there and what she doesn't. Like things that don't even seem like they would be controversial, you still can't find. But I just wish we could go back and watch all of it.
Yeah, the stuff that they've curated that they allow to be out in the public is very like it falls into very specific categories of like Oprah, where it's like it's either like hope core
Mhm.
or it's gifts, the audience
Mhm.
receiving big crazy gifts, or it's like Maya Angelou.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Or like Tina Turner. Like it's like Oprah's favorite women that she just like loves talking about, you know, having interviewed them. But like the real kind of in between, like the niche weird episodes about like weird families or just kind like the weird stuff is like really hard to find. But you can definitely find her like giving away cars. That's very easy, you know?
Yeah, like there's this one episode that I always remember, and it's this couple, their three kids die in a car accident, and then they're like so depressed, obviously.
Right.
And then a few years later, she gets pregnant with triplets,
I remember this.
and it was two girls and a boy, and they had two girls and a boy that they
Yeah.
lost. And it was like,
Oh my God.
"Ah,
Good
that is
Lord have
real!"
mercy. Yeah. Ooh, I remember that. Do you remember the little girl who had I don't remember what the exact number, but it was like the little girl that has 101 personalities. And it was
Oh,
like, you know what I'm
oh
talking
yeah,
about?
oh
It was like
yeah.
this kid that had like all these, she was like United States of Terra, and she had all these altars, and all of her altars were like completely different, and like some of them were really good at like art, and then some of them weren't. Like some of them could like draw really well, but then she couldn't draw in her other altars, and some were like mean. And Oprah, like the whole show was just us like getting to know all her altars. Like I missed those weird episodes.
Oh, me too. There's also there's also a lot of episodes where I think back and I can't remember a ton about it, but I have like these little flashes of memory, like to the point where I wonder, like, did I make this up? But there's this one episode where, and it's like problematic Oprah,
Hmm.
and she has this woman on who is I believe she's a mom. It's a woman in her 50s, I think.
Hmm.
And uh, Oprah's talking to her about like this mom got into porn. in some way.
Okay,
Like,
I know where this
I
is
don't
going.
think it was like video porn. It was pictures and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she ends up showing on screen to the audience in the studio, but not to us at home, one of the pictures. And Oprah goes, ew, ew, that's so gross. Why would you do that? Ew.
Oh my God.
And I remember even at the time being like, this feels so mean
Mm-hmm.
because you invited her here. But I could never remember what else from that. I mean, obviously, there's no way it would exist anyway, but there's
Well,
also another Olsen twin episode that you can't find where this girl who's their biggest fan is in the audience and she lets her ask a question. And she said, you said that meeting the Olsen twins was your biggest dream. And she's like, yeah, it is. And she's like, well, good. That's why I had you do this. Now your biggest dream is realized and you have to get another dream. But she was like, she seemed like kind of like little girl.
yeah. Little girl. Uh, do you remember like, cause like, okay, so we were talking about this before we started recording, like, you know, it's interesting, like the talk shows, like all of the 90s, the really big 80s and 90s talk shows, they went through these like eras, like,
Mm-hmm.
but they all kind of ebbed and flowed together. Like they went through their trashy eras together. And then after like the Jenny Jones murder happened, like Oprah kind of started separating herself from the trashy
Yeah.
talk show circuit and she became like highbrow prestige like Emmy worthy talk show. And then like the Jerry Springers and the Maury Poviches and the Jenny Joneses and the Ricky Lakes, they all kind of like went their way where Oprah went her way.
Yeah.
And it was like different. So do you remember like what era can you go as far back as remember like watching Oprah every day? Because obviously we weren't old enough to like every day be watching like the 80s talking to the audience with the microphone Oprah, you know?
Right. I would say I definitely started watching in the 90s because I got into it because of my mom, and I know my mom was watching it every day. I have less of a memory of, yeah, her in the audience. Do you remember this episode where she had, I think it, it was a bunch of guys in the audience, but it was like guys on the down low?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah. But then high school and even into college, I was so obsessed with it where it was like I was watching it every single day.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about you?
I think probably the same. Like I have early memories of seeing it in the 90s and like because of my mom and because of my grandmother. But I would say like there came a time where I was like, this is my show. Like I'm watching this on my own no matter
Yeah.
what every single day at 4 p.m. And I would say probably yeah, like 99, 2000, like is when I became like a real Oprah watcher and I just never stopped like through high school and through college. I never stopped. And after, I just never stopped watching it. Um but yeah, like I can even remember when Oprah sang her theme in like the year 2000. Run on. I
Oh,
believe I can run on. Like I remember like cuz I watched that every day and that had to be like probably yeah, the year 2000 or 2001.
yeah. Wow, yeah. Yeah, and I remember I'm old enough to remember the old set.
Mhm.
But I guess there's also a lot of them where I'm like, do I remember that or have I just seen so many clips because there are so many retrospectives and, clips that were famous that I'm like, wait, did I see
Yeah,
that?
like we didn't in real time watch her wheel that fat out, or maybe we did on the red on the like what is that thing called? What is that little thing called? The red thing that radio flyer, like the like little
Oh my
red
god.
cart.
I swear we must have seen that.
Do you think we watched it in real time, or I kind of do remember. I have memories of seeing it in real time, but then I agree with you. It's like, or did I just see it so much that I thought
God,
I was watching it live?
I I feel like I need to go through and figure out when I like really was sentient and watching it. Like what was the set? Because I
Mm-hmm.
do remember, I feel like Skinny Oprah, the first iteration of Skinny Oprah is when I started watching and like
Okay.
was truly paying attention.
Okay. You know how
When
you
is
can gauge it?
how?
Her hair.
Oh my God, yeah.
Which hair is your Oprah? Because there are certain Oprah hair eras that are foreign to me. Like even when I watch videos of 80s Oprah and I see her in the audience and she's got the Ku Klux Klan on stage and the audience is all black people from Memphis or some shit, some crazy scenario that they cooked up, that feels so foreign to me. Like
Yeah.
I watch it and I'm like, I can't even believe that this is the show that I watched every day my whole life, because I don't recognize this at all. Like thick Oprah out in the audience, letting people rip the microphone out of her hand and not having
Yes.
control over the stage and like being disrespected the whole time. And it's just like, what is that show? Like when she was like Jenny Jones.
Yeah. I'm looking at um Oprah's hair evolution,
Okay.
and I feel like I really start to remember watching it when she has like it's like around 1999, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like swoopy, like a lot of volume kind of straight.
Yep.
And then I
Oh,
really remember
God.
around 2001 when then she cuts it a little more and it's like cut down like to her head, but it's like a little more volume up here. That is like really when I start remembering.
And you know, that 99, I'm going to say, so I'm looking at the same list, and I think that 97, 98 is like
Yeah.
where I remember getting really locked in. Her
Yeah.
short, like kind of mullet, where it's like short in the front and longer in the back. That 99 hair, by the way, is all her hair.
Really?
It's all Oprah's hair. She had the same hairstylist throughout all the years, and he sometimes they would do like a thing backstage where she would prove it was her hair, and he would run his hands through it and shake it, and
Oh
that's
yeah.
Oprah's hair.
I remember that.
Yeah, yeah, and it was like a big deal. It was like she had the best lighting for a black person and the best hair, the best like black hair team on daytime.
Oh.
God. Oh, that 2003 flip out. Oh my
I
God. That's like her Mad TV hair.
Oh my God, wait. Yeah, you're right.
God damn, she had some hair moments. And then the 2005 when she started doing the curls.
Oh,
The
that
big
is one of my
curls.
favorites.
Me
Oh,
too.
actually, okay. I've now just placed truly like when I really start remembering is I remember very vividly mad cow disease era. And I was
Mm.
definitely already watching at that point.
That's
So
so you.
I know. And so that was around 96, and then the
Yeah.
trials 98. So I think around like, yeah, like 98, because I remember watching the show, watching like keeping up with the trial stuff.
That's so you.
I know.
You're like running around your house smacking food out of people's hands.
I, I'm like in elementary school, like,
Yeah.
mad cow.
Yeah, I think that that's like our generation's start to Oprah is like 97, 98, ninety
Yeah.
nine, and that definitely is when she was singing singing her theme. Do you remember the when she had Whitney and Mariah on and she asked Whitney like, what's your favorite song? And Whitney goes, I believe I can run on.
Yes.
Like, why did Oprah have a, if you guys are listening to this and you don't know, Oprah has a music video. It's a whole song. It's a whole music video. She sings the whole way through, and it is insanity. It's actually insane.
It is so wild to think about that. And, you know, if anyone heard when Holly Madison gave us a shout out on her podcast, her Patreon podcast Patreon, and what she was kind of talking about that we said was we were talking about Playboy, and we said something like Playboy is like a fanzine to Hugh Hefner, but by Hugh Hefner.
Mm-hmm.
And O Magazine is quite the same.
Yeah.
It's so about Oprah, her on the cover. But then to think about her doing her own theme song, I guess one cannot underestimate the like very classy level of narcissism she has.
Yeah, it's like it's when a person like her, when you really get to see their narcissism like that, and like how it keeps them going, like their narcissism is like how they keep their career going for so long. It's how she can host a show every day for 25 years. It's how she can have a magazine about herself where every page is about her for like 20 something years. Like it really takes like, it's almost like your narcissism becomes like, it's like your X-Men power. Like,
Yeah.
because what could you imagine trying to fill the pages of a magazine every week when you already have a show about yourself?
I mean, well, I'm just looking at it going, well, it's Oprah Magazine, but I'm going to be on the cover
Every time.
every month. And you don't need to be on the cover. Like it could still be Oprah Magazine, but you could have other people on it.
It's really, and you're right. It's so, I see now I can't stop thinking about that because it really is like Playboy. Because like even when you go through the ads, like I was laughing to myself when I was reading it because I was like, God, these ads are so, it's like you have Ellen for CoverGirl 40 times, and then you have Queen Latifah's Queen Perfume. Everything is so, you
Queen.
know.
Yeah, there is an ad in this issue, and it's for Dr. Oz, and it has not come out yet. It was announcing its premiere. So we are right before Dr. Oz, but we are smack in the middle of Suze Orman and Dr. Phil territory. And I guess
Well,
also Nate Berkus.
survivor of the tsunami, Nate Berkus.
Oh my God, I'll never forget
The
when
way that
he
I was so
talks.
happy to give him my money at Target after that, I was like, baby, take it all. Take
Take it
all my
all.
coin. I'm 14, but I'll give you what I have.
I mean, when he's talking to Oprah about after he gets back from the tsunami and he lost the love of his life
Mm-hmm.
in the tsunami, and
Yep.
he talks about Oprah coming over and getting into bed with him.
Yep.
Oh, I'll never forget that.
Oh, yeah. That's one of those ones. That's one of those. Oh, yeah. That was one of those ones where I'm like in middle school on my knees in front of the TV, literally wailing like in Midsommar.
Oh,
When I was in college, I had just like retained so much of like his teachings or whatever.
mm.
And I'll never forget, he used to say, he would say, like, if you want cheap art, go to the thrift store and buy scarves and just put them in frames. Like, scarves are 40 cents. Buy vintage scarves and frame them. The way that I, for the rest of my college experience, was framing scarves, like it was my fucking job. Like,
And how do
I
you
would,
think that looked?
well, depended on the scarf, but it was pretty cute if you could find like a really chic, like vintagey designer silk scarf, and then you put it in a frame with like a little white border around it.
Mm.
It was quite chic, but it had to be like a good scarf, you know?
I just love the idea of you in college
I know.
framing scarves.
Framing scarves and like trying to learn how to make floral arrangements and being like, and I'm not gay. Stop asking, girls.
I'm just going to be a really great husband someday.
Right. Yeah. I'm just protective of you girls, is all.
Well, in this issue, there is a Dr. Phil advice column. Should we should we read one of them and see what kind of advice Dr. Phil is doling out at this time?
Well, can I just really quickly ask you before we do this?
Oh, okay.
So, like, I call these the Oprah Avengers.
Yes.
Right? The Suze
Mhm.
Ormans, the Dr. Phils, the Dr. Oz, the Dr. Drew. Not Drew, no. Who's the other doctor? Dr. Oz, Dr. Phil. Is that it?
Dr. Phil, Dr. Drew. No, not Dr. Drew. Dr. Phil, Dr. Oz. Is there another
Susie.
Susie, um,
Mm.
Iyanla,
Oh, Iyanla. That's what I'm thinking of. Iyanla. It's like,
my queen?
not on my watch.
Watch.
Did you have a favorite Avenger of Oprah's?
I mean, it was definitely Iyanla, which, I mean, she came so late to it because, of
Yeah.
course, Iyanla was around in the beginning, or like towards the beginning, and she was Oprah's protege, and then they got into a huge fight because Iyanla kind of someone gives her a TV deal and she takes it, and Oprah absolutely like loses her fucking mind over it, and they have this huge falling out. And then years later, she has her on the show and they have a sit down and they hash it all out and they hug. And then Iyanla ends up with Iyanla Fix My Life on the O Network. But her episode came out and I was like, who is this woman?
I know.
I'm obsessed with her. And then I was just a devotee of Iyanla Fix My Life. I mean, I have actually said for years, because you know me, I'm not someone who goes up to celebrities when I see them. But I have said for years, if there were two celebrities that I would have to go up to, it was Mandy Moore and Iyanla Vanzant.
Trust me, I understand. I mean, it's hard to even explain, like, how feverish we were about Iyanla. Like, and we were all just, and Oprah knew,
Oh.
and like the way Oprah would give, I mean, Oprah gave her show. Oprah gave her seat. She had never done that. She literally she sat in the audience and gave her show over to Iyanla. Like, it was like, and I'll never forget when they had that sit down and it was just so emotional and everybody was so scared because it was like, what if they don't make up, you know? And I'll never
Oh.
forget Iyanla being like, she was like, she held Oprah's hands and she goes, I didn't know how to receive your love. Do you understand, beloved? And I was like, oh, she didn't know how to receive love. Like, it was my aha moment, you know?
Of course. Of course.
Yeah. I mean, I loved Iyanla, but I do have to say, and I can admit that this is quite problematic. The way that I was a hate watcher of Dr. Phil that then became...
Yeah.
It's like I started off making fun of him, and then it took this murky turn where I was like, do I love him?
Now, that's interesting because I watched his show like a lot, but I was, I guess it was murky water as well, because it wasn't like I was like hate watching it, but I also, it was like, how much do I didn't watch him and go, this is a great guy.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like, I liked watching him put people in their place that I felt needed it. But I also thought he was horrible, and I thought his wife was the scariest, most treacherous, evil, beady-eyed little wench that I had ever seen in my life. And I just thought he was like a monster, but so entertaining. And like, you know, and I always loved that he would like walk with his wife to the back of the stage every single day. And it was like the ceremony. And I remember there was a contest for like an entire year where it was like, you could win a chance to walk with me and my wife backstage. So this person for like 3 seconds got to walk with him and his wife to the door. That was the competition.
Wait, Troy, I remember this. Oh my God. I was
He was
pretty into
horrible.
Suze Orman too.
Oh, you were? Okay.
I would watch her show sometimes. Actually, in college, there was this girl I knew when we were doing the Second City semester program, and she did this Suze Orman impression that went viral on YouTube, and this was like early virality.
Wow.
And Suze Orman saw it and had her on the show.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
And she was talking to her about like she did the impression, but it was also under the guise of like, oh, I'm going to give you financial advice. And the question she was asking was like, I want to move to Chicago to pursue comedy. I'm here for the semester right now, but I want to stay here, and like I don't have any money to do so. Like, what should I do? And Susie tells her advice that she would she never gives in any other situation, where she's like, put it on a credit card. This is about your dreams. And
Wow.
I was like, wow. Okay.
God, is Susie the only one to come out of that not be? Oh no, Iyanla is not problematic, but all of them are evil. Like Dr. Oz is like psychotic and evil, and like MAGA. Dr. Phil is psycho and was sending kids to Provo and getting kickbacks at all those abuse rape schools.
Oh wait, wasn't Joel Osteen one of hers as well?
Yes.
I remember those. I feel like he didn't stick around as long, but I do remember an era of him.
I absolutely remember that. He didn't get the Avengers treatment though. He didn't get like the your name in lights thing. But God, all of those people turned out to be so treacherous and evil. And like
Nate Berkus is okay, as far as I know.
Yeah, Nate is okay. And Iyanla is like fine. I mean, Iyanla has been able to.
There is likely some questionable comments perhaps in there somewhere.
Oh, how dare you? You've depressed me. I'm going to the bush. I'm going to the bush.
I mean, where is she? I have seen on Instagram her saying something like, don't ask. I will never fix my life again.
Oh, God. Well, she was doing like the celebrity edition for a while.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Or she would like go to Chateau Charest and be like, what is this? What is it? And Sheree's like, it's my home. And she's like, no, it's not. It's your vanity. She just yells at reality stars. But I would give anything for her to like I mean, she would be major on TikTok right now.
Oh my God. I think she has a podcast.
That makes sense, actually.
Which I can't believe I've never listened to.
I know. I'm like, let's stop recording and listen to Iyanla.
Yeah, we'll record back.
Okay, do you want to read some Dr. Phil advice?
Okay, so this question to Dr. Phil is, every now and then, my husband and I have a State of the Union talk. In our last one, he gently told me that after 30 years of marriage, I've become rigid and not much fun. What hurts is that I know it's true. I've developed a lot of anxieties over the years and stay in my comfort zone to avoid them. I hate being a stick in the mud. How can I change?
Dr. Phil says, you already are. The fact that you've had the courage to hear what he said, admits it's true, and asks for help is a huge step forward. You can't change what you don't acknowledge. And I think it's terrific that you and your husband have these talks. So look at the positives. He feels free to be honest with you. You actually hear what he's saying and recognize its validity. And you want to create some change. Congratulations on many steps in the right direction. Now you need to figure out the cause of your angst and take steps to reduce it. Recent studies have shown that people with anxiety have a neurological storm in their brain. What? Oh, I love when he pretends to be a doctor. That's literally one of my best things.
Oh my God.
However, therapeutic intervention can often resolve the issue in a matter of weeks or months. I think you would benefit by getting short-term help from a cognitive behavioral therapist who can assist you in uncovering what you're so fearful about. Decide if it's rational and give you ways to fight it. Medication might also be recommended. The good news? Your marriage sounds healthy, and you've admitted that there's an issue you'd like to work on. The even better news is that your problem is treatable. You really can't learn to be more spontaneous and fun-loving. I forgot that he was pretending to be a doctor. I literally just to right now.
Crazy.
He lied about all his credentials. And then remember it came out that he lost his license because of inappropriate behavior.
Yeah. Yeah. I also love people with anxiety have a neurological storm in their brain.
Oh my God.
I feel like I do remember him saying that a lot. Like that's how he just Dr. Phil feels like a man who has never experienced anxiety in his entire life.
No, he's one of those men that's like, his wife will be like, my husband hasn't cried in 40 years. And they're like really proud.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite things that Dr. Phil used to do is he would weaponize the audience against his guests.
Oh, yeah.
So, and he had these catchphrases that he would say to get the audience riled up. And if the guest was like a know-it-all or telling him a thing or two or whatever, Dr. Phil would stop and he would go, this isn't my first rodeo. And the audience would be like, yeah. It was like when Emerald did Bang, they would be like, fuck yes. They would go crazy.
Oh, wait, I forgot another Oprah protege.
Who?
Rachel Ray.
Oh my God.
Oh
my God. Yes. Yeah.
Wow. I need to wait. I'm going to look this up to make sure we're not.
Yeah. Gayle, obviously, Nate, Rachel Ray, Dr. Oz, Dr. Phil, Bob Green. I don't know some of them. Oh, Rhonda Byrne or whatever, the author of The Secret.
Rhonda Byrne of The Secret, yeah.
The Secret had Oprah in a fucking chokehold, for real.
Okay. One of my favorite times of my life, I would say, is the Secret era of Oprah. I mean...
Yeah. Were you The Secret girl?
Oh, Troy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Troy, I had the book. I had the documentary. I was so into it.
That's so funny. You said, and so it is.
I mean, have I ever manifested a single thing in my life? No. No. But I was so obsessed with it. Deeply.
I wanted to be, but I wasn't sentient enough. I was like, I don't have much of a frontal lobe yet. I don't know what to do with any of that stuff.
I was trying to manifest getting into college. I was doing it all.
Were you doing the manifestation boards and stuff?
A vision board?
The vision boards?
Of course.
Oh my God, that's crazy. That was so cool to me.
I loved vision boarding, and I say loved as if I didn't make one last year.
You're Mod Podging right now.
I mean, granted, did a single thing come true? And now.
Oh, you know who we forgot? This is a big one. Because this counts. Jenny McCarthy.
Troy, I remember so vividly that episode.
It really changed the world. It was like a real
It was
moment.
a huge. That is the crazy thing about Oprah is how many moments that are arguably, I mean, with Jenny McCarthy, it is problematic, but arguably problematic. Like, I would consider The Secret and everything a little bit problematic, at least. Like,
Sure.
now it's been rebranded as Manifesting, but all of that is based in, there's a lot of like white supremacy within it,
Mm-hmm.
pyramid scheme, like it's based in that sort of culture. And it's also telling people that if their life is bad, it's their fault without taking into any consideration, like,
Right.
systemic oppression, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But Jenny McCarthy telling everybody that vaccines give you autism, I don't know if we would be in as bad as we are without that episode, without Jenny McCarthy being platformed like that.
And like you really cannot state enough what Oprah's platform meant. Like it
Yeah.
was the ultimate platform that existed. It was like for people too young to have lived through the Oprah show, imagine if you could combine like virality on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, on every platform that you can think of. Imagine that combine and then multiply it. That was what it felt like to be platformed by Oprah. Even just something as simple as like if Oprah included something in her favorite things list, that
Oh my
thing
God.
would never have the same experience, like Spanx or something. Like it would turn a what could be an unknown item or brand into a household name for
Mm-hmm.
eternity.
Oh, yeah. I remember there were so many things that I would see on Oprah, and then I would just become so obsessed. I believe I've talked about this before, but the frozen hot chocolate from Serendipity,
Yes, 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 yeah,
lost my mind
yeah.
over that. I think also Dylan's Candy Bar, they had
Yes.
what's her face on, and they showed the place, and I was like, I have to get there. I have to get there. Oh,
Dude, the Ninja kitchen
oh,
appliances became popular because of her.
yep.
Spanx. Uh, yeah, remember those like Orale pajamas that she would wear. Beats
Mm-hmm.
noise canceling headphones became popular because of Oprah. It's crazy. Like it's actually like surreal in the way that we would wait and just be.
Oh.
I mean, I was like eating my TV. I was like biting into it because I just needed it so bad.
I was looking this year at what Oprah's favorite things are, and it was such a bummer. Like everything just looked like QVC shit. Like
Mm.
nothing was actually interesting, or like it just felt like, oh my God, another huge thing, Garrett's popcorn,
Oh
Chicago
my
popcorn.
god. Oh my
Troy,
god.
the way I was obsessed with that. I would have layovers in Chicago and I would nearly miss a flight to run through the airport to get Garrett's popcorn.
This is so funny. I'm looking at I'm going to send you this. I'm looking at her list of
The
favorite things every year. And some of them are so crazy. In 2004, she gave away Williams Sonoma home bedding, a hand blown crystal champagne glass, Orbit's gum, um,
Oh, I remember the Orbit's gum.
apple bottom jeans by Nelly. Can you imagine giving a bunch of 60-year-old women pairs of apple bottom jeans?
Literally
Uh,
no.
a Dooney and Burke duffel, a Dell Pocket DJ. Oh my god.
Oh, I really remember this key lime pie from 2002.
The pie, the food
Yeah.
things for some reason I really remember.
Yeah, well, you gotta trust Oprah when it comes to food. If
Yeah,
there's anyone trusting, it's her.
it's
And that
true.
was always, I don't know, I just loved how fixated on food and dieting she was because I felt
Yeah.
seen.
Oh, for sure. Oh, she in 2005 she gave away the UGG boot, and I feel like that was a
Oh my
huge
God.
moment.
That was huge.
And it was like the original UGG Australia real UGG boot. And she gave away an iPod, which was major.
Yup. Wow, and then in 2004 she gives away a key lime bundt cake. That
Oh,
that gal
is it
loves key lime.
was it nothing bundt cake?
Oh, I don't think it was nothing bundt cake, which I
Okay.
do love.
Okay.
It just says gourmet Florida key lime bundt cake, but maybe it was.
Oprah loves her citrus forward desserts. So going back just really quickly to her proteges, the Jenny McCarthy one is crazy specifically because she gave Jenny like the third wave of her career.
Yeah.
Like I
And that
think that
didn't
that's why
have
she
to
got on.
happen.
I know, like I think that that's why Jenny got on The View was because Oprah like relaunched her into the zeitgeist, and then that book got so popular, and then she had this like weird like decade of being like an anti-vax um like mom influencer. Like that was so weird.
And it's not as if anyone was begging for Jenny McCarthy.
Right.
Um, you know what I kind of think it was? I think it was twofold. Is number one, Jenny was Chicago. So
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I think she had some sort of, I don't know, fondness for her for that. But then also she was with Jim Carrey. And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
there was some sort of, I don't, I mean, of course, Jim Carrey famously was in the episode where he basically is describing The Secret, where he says he wrote himself a $10 million check and put it in his
Mm-hmm.
wallet and then
Mm-hmm.
got a movie years later and it was for that amount of money. Um,
Yeah.
but I didn't know if they were like really friends or not, but it does feel like it was almost like some kind of favor to him.
It was very odd. And then Jenny started like wearing glasses, like in her era of being, she like put glasses on and
Yep. Mm-hmm.
oh, that
Mm-hmm.
was such a
That was a
weird
weird
time.
time for all of us.
Yeah. I was like so annoyed that she was like at the View when I went. I was like, oh my God, I'm seeing the View at like its lowest point.
Ugh,
Like Jenny
she was
McCarthy.
awful.
Ugh.
Oh, 2003, she gave away the BlackBerry.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes.
A pioneer.
Hello. 2010, she gave away Lululemon.
Oh,
It's it's like this should be studied. Like there should seriously be a book that examines a product before and after it was on Oprah and how now it is just a part of our. She also in 2010 gave away a year membership to Netflix, which was like new and like very exciting.
yeah, we were still just getting DVDs
Yeah, they
from
were
Netflix.
mailing. They were mailing them. One of her proteges that never worked out that I always hated that it didn't work out for them was Rosie. Oprah and Rosie
Oh my
tried to make it work so much.
God, I forgot about that.
She like
Yeah,
gave her
never.
another talk show.
Oh my God, you're right. Wow. Now I'm like, Oprah scandals.
Yeah, I know. There's so many. She's truly like what they say about how you can't be like a good person if you're a billionaire. Like there's no
Yeah.
ethical billionaire. Oprah truly is like quite treacherous. Like I
Oh
look
my
back
God,
on
yeah.
she's truly something else. Like I have so many memories. It's crazy because I feel like I learned so much about like sexual abuse and all of that stuff like through her show, and like her being abused as a child was such a big part of like her origin story.
Yeah.
And she would have all these abuse victims on and doctors and all these people, but then she would like vacation with Harvey Weinstein and she like still goes on David Geffen's yacht. And it's like, are you on David Geffen's yacht surrounded by like young go-go boys? Like, how do
He,
you even
It's very interesting. I mean, there just truly are no ethical billionaires, but I do love how it was always like, I'm mindful, and it was like this side
Yeah.
by side of the mindfulness, the Buddhism, like detaching from wealth and outcome, and you're like, oh, is
Yeah.
that how I become a billionaire? I
Yeah.
detach.
Yeah. Is that how you do it, Oprah? With your magazine and your show and all of your investments and the things and all the shit that you sell? Is that how you've become a billionaire, by detaching from wealth? Girl, stop.
Mm-mm.
She's just a
God,
walking contradiction.
and then the controversy, of course, with the girls' school.
Dara, do you know that, like, I see comments all the time on the internet of people being like, I know a girl that went to that school. I saw a comment not that long ago where somebody was like, I know if I have a friend that like lived in Africa and went to that school and won't talk about what happened to her there. None of us know because she won't talk about it. What the fuck was she doing to those girls?
I mean, what's out there is that there was a teacher that was accused by a bunch of former students of being sexually abused, a female teacher. Um, but it's just, the thing is, celebrities need to keep their noses out of the education system.
And then remember her in The Rock going on the internet and asking for money for Hawaii?
Oh,
Like, are you joking right now? Like, you haven't mentioned your donation to this place that is burning, but you have hired private firefighters to protect your
right.
land that they don't want you to even own in the fucking first place. And then you're going to go on the internet and ask us to donate to the land that you occupy against the wishes of the people that live there. Like, do you know how tone deaf you have to be to like do all that? Like, what?
It is the celebrities asking for donations from regular folk is it's a choice.
It's
It's a wild
crazy.
choice.
Uh, have I ever told you about my Oprah show experience?
I didn't know that you went.
I went.
Oh,
I can't believe I
Troy,
didn't say that at the
regale
beginning of.
me. I mean, honestly, Troy, maybe you have, and either way, it's as if I have never heard this story. So
Okay.
tell me like it's the first time, baby.
Okay. So, I lived in Chicago for a few years,
Wait,
and
when?
2010s. Like, I don't even remember exactly what year, but it was like 2010s Oprah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I can look it up real quick.
Because I was in Chicago in 2010.
Okay, it was early 2011.
Just missed each other.
I just missed you. So I was there and I was like, I'd been trying to get tickets to the Oprah show my whole life since I was like too young to even be allowed to go. And I never got the tickets. And my best friend Maria and I were obsessed with Oprah, and we always tried to get tickets to the show. We were like Oprah friends. And I was like, well, I'm here. The first thing I did when I got there was apply for tickets, and I got them immediately. I guess because I was in Chicago. So
Oh,
I got them the same day, 2 tickets, and it didn't say, it was like taping A, taping B, and it was like, which one do you want to go to? And I just chose B, and I was like, God, I hope that this is going to be like a good show. So we go, and we got like tickets to Avatar. Like, they sent us tickets to go see a screening of Avatar in Chicago. And we were both like, I wonder why they wanted us to see Avatar. And then we go and we find out that the A taping was like a wedding special. And I was like, oh no, Maria, I'm sorry. It's going to be something bad. And then we go and there's all these gays dressed in like drag. And we were like, what the fuck is going on? And I was like, I wonder who it's going to be. And this homosexual was like, you don't know who it is?
oh,
And I was like, no. And he was like, they sent the email this morning. I was like, well, who is it? And he was like, it's Lady Gaga.
wait, Troy, how do I not know this?
And I was like, wait, are you fucking kidding me? Dara, it was the week that Born This Way came out. Oh no, Bad Romance. It was the week that like Bad Romance had come out, and she was performing it on maybe TV for the first time or something. I want to say that that's what it was. If you look it up, it's the performance where Lady Gaga, she turns Oprah's set into like a New York City alleyway, and she has one of those not vintage, medieval things with the chain with the ball on it that has like nails on it, and
Oh
she was
yeah.
swinging it around, and she shattered it through a taxi in the studio. Like it was like really crazy. And then we found out that the reason Oprah sent us Avatar tickets is because James Cameron was like the first guest. So James Cameron came out to talk about Avatar, and then Lady Gaga and Oprah came out with no shoes. She was holding her heels in her hand, and she was
Oh
like, "Sorry." She was like, "I never walk it here with my shoes on. Like I can't walk in heels. Like these are sitting shoes. They were like these big Louboutins." And I was sitting in front of her chef, Art Smith. Do you remember him?
yes.
He was like a
Yep.
white guy that made soul food.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And so Art was like, his back was up against my knees, and Oprah and Lady Gaga kept talking to him. So they were looking directly at me. And I was like, oh my God, Oprah and Lady Gaga are looking at me. They're looking at me. They're looking at me. And it was crazy. Like for an hour, we sat there with Oprah and Lady Gaga, and I watched Oprah give little monster paws and sing
Oh
Bad
my.
Romance.
Now, of all the tapings you've seen of
Mhm.
shows, how did Oprah rank as far as like the experience, organization,
Right.
all of that?
It was 10 times more organized than anything that I've ever experienced. It was like nothing like The View or anything like that. It was like very organized. It was like a well-oiled machine, if you will. It was
Mm-hmm.
just like, God, these people
Yeah.
know exactly what they're doing. They do this twice a day, every day. And Oprah was just so, I don't know, it was just so crazy to see her. Like she just knew, like she knew what cameras to look at, and she knew where to stand, and like it was just such a machine. And you
Yeah.
can just tell everybody involved was just like extremely well versed in how to make this machine work properly. Um, and like in between the commercials, like she really does just sit there and talk to the audience, and she's so casual. And then they'll be like, Oprah, 2 seconds, and she's like, all right, like fine, whatever. Yeah, it was crazy. And then the second portion, Lady Gaga brought out this like piano that her sister made for her, and it was a bit, it was
Oh, I remember this. Yeah.
like a heel,
Yes, it was a heel. I was literally going to ask you, was it that performance?
like a
Yeah.
wire, like a wire heel, like a
Yes.
stiletto, and it was really high, and it was like really scary watching her perform on it. But yeah, I went to the Oprah show, and
That
she
is,
gave us a gift and everything.
what was the gift?
It was Lady Gaga had made like Beats headphones, and it was like
Ooh.
these like very Gaga like triangle like Fame Monster vibe kind of like earbuds.
Could you imagine ending up at a better show? At a better episode?
I could have chosen taping A. I could have accidentally chosen the wedding special one. Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
Oh
That
my
is something that would
God.
haunt me for the rest of my life. If I,
Honestly, I would have probably rather not gone. Like, I think it would haunt me forever. I would have just been like, I can't ever. I'm so sorry that I did this to us.
oh my God, is that your favorite taping you've ever been to?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, how could it not?
It was. It was really cool. And it was like, just like such a specific time in Gaga's career. Like, it was like when people were discovering that she's like, talks like a normal person, they were like, oh, she's not like a freak all the time. Like, she's just an Italian girl from New York City. And she was so like disarming with Oprah. And there was one point where she was like, Oprah, I just have to stop you and like point the direction towards Art, your chef, because he made me food today and it fed my soul. And like the only reason that I could come out here and sing is because he made me this plate of food with so much love in it. And like, and whatever. And but he was in front of me, and I was like, She's looking at me.
Oh my God. I want to find that taping if there's any clips. I want to see if you're in any of them.
You know what? I was wrong. I'm sorry. It was 2010. It was my fault. It was 2010. So we were there together.
That's so beautiful. Maybe we passed each other on the street.
I know. As I'm like doing this, I'm doing Gaga hands going into Harpo.
I remember watching, like, I think it was the second to last Oprah episode, and just having like a drive-by of seeing Jill Zarin in the audience.
And how the hell did Jill get there?
Exactly. I thought the literal exact same thing. And it's like she's not acknowledged in any way, but she's already famous at that point. Well, I mean, I guess like early Roni, like she was famous to me, but I don't know how many other people were like, Jill Zarin.
Right, yeah.
But it was like seeing her like bright fucking hair, just like, ah.
Hi. Speaking of, were you just a fucking blubbering mess during that last week? Do you remember it? Like the countdown to the end?
I am someone who is deeply affected by a show ending. Just it kills me. It is it's more than just losing the show. It is the passage of time and the loss of things that bring me joy. It is existential. And that whole week was just it was awful. Because I watched it every single day.
I know. It felt unimaginable, especially because it was something that was like, you know, when institutions like that already exist before you're like old enough to understand what's going on. It was like, to me, that show was never not on TV.
I mean, realistically, at that point, the show had always been on TV in our lives, right?
Yeah. So it was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do now at 4 p.m.? Like, I can't even imagine what life will be like with this not on TV. And like, where will these people go? I remember Oprah was like, I remember her saying like if you want to stay connected with me, like sign up for my newsletter and I'll be writing it myself. And I immediately signed up.
Yeah.
And was like crying at receiving the confirmation. Like I was like on one about her.
I already know this. Did you watch the reality show Oprah's last season?
It was riveting. It was actually really cool to see how all of it was made.
It was honestly it felt like watching, I don't know, like Sports Night or something. Or like, I love anything behind the scenes of a TV show. Like even in watching reality shows, like I love a show that breaks the fourth wall. I just love seeing how it's working behind the scenes. And that was just the coolest. Oprah getting mad at Jennifer Hudson for secretly leaving Chicago before a snowstorm, and then she can't get back into Chicago before the show. And Oprah gives her a twerking a two.
Yeah. I forgot about that. And then that woman, I think her name was like Suzanne or something, like that blonde lady that was like
Sherry Salata.
Sherry. Yeah. Oh, Suzanne is Wendy Williams' white lady. Sherry.
I was obsessed with Sherry Salata, and when I first moved to Los Angeles, the Oprah headquarters, like Oprah Studios, was right by the ArcLight. And one time I was going to the ArcLight, but before I went to a sushi restaurant, a conveyor belt sushi restaurant, and I sit down at the bar, and Sherry Salata is there, coming there after work for a little happy hour sneaky peek, and I just got to listen in on her talking to her coworker.
Oh,
and I'm sitting with Nate, and he's trying. I'm like, shut up, shut up. That's Sherry Salata.
Like, we will not be speaking at all during this lunch.
Maybe move your lips so it looks like we're having a conversation and it's not as noticeable that I'm just eavesdropping.
Mime, darling, mime.
Ma, please, I'm always begging you.
That and she has that iconic hair, like that big blonde hair and those like swoop bang. Yeah, she's like
Like
if you
that
saw her, you'd
big,
know.
beautiful blowout. And
Yeah,
the black glasses she would wear, like, to me, very much a stately middle-aged woman, like the kind of,
yes.
like just a woman who probably like always has like a pen in her shirt pocket and she's always ready.
And she always has a really crisp white blouse, like
Uh-huh.
a Donna Karan New York blouse. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Were you into? I mean, I already know the answer to this, but were you a big fan of Oprah and Gayle's road trip?
Trey.
I mean, was that not just like the greatest thing that ever happened to us?
It literally was. I feel like that was almost one of the first times we really saw Oprah being like off the clock Oprah.
Totally. Yeah.
And
Yes.
drinking the Moscow mules.
Biting
I mean,
the
the
lime with her
Moscow
teeth.
mule.
The Moscow
After
Mule.
the Moscow mule. God, remember the power of a Moscow mule in those days?
Her biting the lime with her teeth and saying that this is how I always do it. And Gail is like mortified.
Oh my
Gail's
God.
like, they have tools for that. They don't, like, you're rich. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Oh, Troy, it's my dream for us to put just like a little dash cam in the car and you and I just like drive somewhere, baby.
We should seriously do it. It would be so fun.
It would be so fun. I'll give you a driving lesson.
Okay. That would be fun to have on camera.
That would be very fun.
You gotta
Oh,
take me
we are
out somewhere like
so
Route
yeah,
66 or something.
that will be we will do a road trip, a few hour road trip to a place with some open
Yeah.
parking lots for you to tool around
Yes.
in.
Yes. Where,
We'll have to
if I go off the
well,
road, it's okay.
yeah. Hmm. Yeah, we'll have to think of a place. I mean, you're coming to LA soon.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
So we gotta do this.
Yeah, we have to do it. We'll film it.
We'll film it.
Yeah. Um, yeah, the road trip, and then there was the I don't know what that place was called, but like live like a settler or whatever. What was that place called? Like
Oh my
live
God,
in
yeah.
old times.
Yes.
um, and I remember Oprah and Gayle being like, "Now I know that we're going back in time, but
But
us two
it's not
girls, us two black girls,
it's
what's
not going to
really
be quite period accurate for us.
right? Like we won't be your slaves, right?" But that's also really fun. Like Oprah having to like poop in a pot and make her own butter, and she didn't have makeup or hair or anything. That was crazy.
Oh yeah. And I don't think I feel like I've tried to find this, but you can only find it in like a TikTok clip from the soup. But when they went camping and she's on the she's in a harness and she says my vajayjay is painin'.
The soup loved that special. Oh my
Oh,
god.
oh my God. There was so much Oprah content on the soup from that
They were
special.
obsessed with Oprah. I forgot. Oprah and Wendy. Early Wendy.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They loved. Wow. I would give anything to get my hands on that special on that road trip or when they go live in the pilgrim times or whatever.
I think that one it's more readily available, but the camping one I feel like it always changes periodically, like what she'll sort of release to the public
Yeah.
clips on YouTube. And sometimes it changes. And I don't know the last time I looked, but I remember when I did, I couldn't find much from the camping trip.
I would give anything. Which is
The
crazy
camp
because usually her
ugh,
stuff with Gail she loves to like put out
yeah,
there.
maybe we can find it. I just want some some DVDs of just full Oprah episodes.
If anybody listening to this knows of a place where you can watch old Oprah episodes, like an internet archive link, or
the black market,
like a Vimeo link or something, like just anywhere that you can just watch Oprah that isn't like Oprah.com, because I don't want to watch her curated list of like stupid whatever.
No. I don't know. Can you even find the last season reality show anywhere?
I don't think so.
The Lindsay
It's a missed
Lohan.
opportunity.
Lindsay Lohan Oprah show.
At least that is now, for all of you that care, the Lindsay Lohan Oprah show is actually in full 4K HD on YouTube for the first time ever. I downloaded it and saved it to my computer.
Smart.
So, yeah, just in case. You never know.
Oh, I mean, that will be scrubbed at some point.
My doomsday prep. I'm like, I have this.
Can I come live on your farm with no electricity? I can contribute this.
I'll use your solar panels to power this computer, which plays this.
We need that for the end of the world, right?
Oh
if
my
we
God,
meet our maker, we need it.
Lindsay showing up late to the photo shoot should be the only thing playing when the world ends. I think that is the perfect last media that we should hear as humans.
That's unimpeachable.
Right.
You're completely right.
Well, do you have any? I mean, I think we have said it all.
We've said all there is to say. You even got my Sherry Salata story. So that means it's the end of the bucket.
This was fun to reminisce about. Makes me sad. It makes me sad that it just reminds me of a time when like I was like naive and free.
It reminds me of a time when my whole life was ahead of me and there was something to look forward to every day.
Mm-hmm. And I could just admire this woman 100%, like through and through. She was I can't stress enough, like I've never been a religious person, but when I in my life like found spirituality or whatever, it was like completely because of Oprah. Like
oh my God,
celebrity has had such a deep impact on like, not just in like a Britney Spears kind of way where it's like I like her, like she like taught, like I was like I'm not religious but I'm spiritual. Like she like made me feel like a whole human.
Did you ever read like when she had Eckhart Tolle and she was big into that, like The Power of Now? I got that immediately after he was on.
Yes, I loved The Power of Now, and I loved her her classes, her master class. I was an absolute insufferable pig after those came out. I was a hoity-toity, know-it-all, like telling my mom that her ego was feeding her, like literally. I was a nightmare after her Oprah's masterclass. Oh my Lord, have mercy.
I loved it. That was the other thing too, is at least when Oprah was over, when she transitioned into the Oprah network, at that point when it was early, like there was a lot of good shit on there.
Yeah. It was like really curated.
Yeah. And you got a lot of Oprah out of it, but now it's just like, I don't know. There's just not enough old Oprah vibe to sink my teeth into.
I agree. And then, wait, did O own? Because remember she like also owned Oxygen?
Yes.
Which became O?
Yes.
But was different than Own. It was separate. Because Oxygen, I feel like she sold and gave up on. And then they were like, Mom's gone, let's play. Let's just air Bad Girls Club. It was like, we can finally have some fun. Let's just air Bad Girls Club all day. And like Kendra on top.
Oxygen. Oh, that was a good time.
Yeah, that was like, and Oprah was really secretive about having anything to do with that network because it was like embarrassing to her.
Yes. Wow, I totally forgot about that. That That little squirrely lady.
She is squirrely. She's quite squirrely, actually.
I wonder if someday when she dies, then they'll release the tapes and we'll really be able to see everything. Like, if whoever owns it is just like, okay, you guys can have it now.
Yeah, here's the vault.
Oh, it's my dream.
Well, this was awesome. If you got, first of all, I have several things. Anybody that went to an Oprah taping, send us a letter to the editor, please. 5 stars.
Please.
Please tell us your taping. Please tell us your experience. Please tell us if you interact with Oprah, like everything. And also, if you know how to watch the Oprah show, please tell us so we can watch it.
And also, tell us some of your kooky episodes that you remember.
Yeah.
Yes. On Spotify, you can comment directly on the episode. So get over there. We want to jog our memory. There's so many episodes and we've watched them all.
Follow us on Patreon. We're doing full episodes there as well that are very fun. And yeah, and we love you so much.
We love you, baboos.
Bye.
Bye.